So I was raised on the farm, farmed with my dad when I was a kid and helped out whenever I could. Really enjoyed it, but growing up in the late 80s, early 90s on the farm, things were pretty tough. So I decided to pursue post-secondary education. I went to McMaster University, took a business degree there, a Bachelor of Commerce, and then went to work off farm for several years. I worked in the chemical industry, I worked in a medical research firm, worked in several places other than the farm. But after working for several years in those industries, I realized that I think my true calling was actually the farm. So I did come back to the farm in 2002, and it's been a slice ever since. What I consider hard about farming is if I can compare it to a regular business. So if a regular business produces widgets or produces some type of product, they would probably want to know how many products they produce. Well, in my case, yield is up to Mother Nature and up to the weather. So I'm not sure at any given point in time during the growing season how many bushels of wheat, corn, and soybeans I'm going to produce. So that's a big question mark. And the second part is I don't know how much I'm going to sell them for. I don't get to make the price. I take a price that's given to me at the time I decide to sell it. What I find the best about farming is the change. I love anticipating things. I love to anticipate the fall and the harvest coming up, and I love to anticipate the winter. Some people say that you're a jack of all trades but master of none. So every day I get to do a little bit of marketing, a little bit of HR. Some days I do a little bit of agronomy. Lots of days I do a lot of stuff about machinery repair and problem solving and that kind of thing. It's just great to be able to wake up to some different part and be finished something. When we harvest the grain, we then take it to our local elevator. So we have grain bins or silos that we store the grain in. Sometimes it needs to be dried or cleaned before it goes into the bins. And then from there we ship it out. It also gives us some marketing opportunity. So if we can store some of the grain for a few extra months, sometimes we can sell at a higher price depending on what time of the year it is. And also helps for cash flow. So I don't have to sell all my crops in one year and take all the money in. If I need money in the spring or later in the summer, I have crops that I can sell in my bin. It's really cool when you can take all the things you've learned and apply it to a crop, whether that's rotation, tillage, all the technology we have in planting, different fertilizer rates in different parts of the field, using drone imagery. If we can put all those things together and it all works and Mother Nature cooperates, it's really rewarding to get really good bushels. So one of the things that does keep me up at night is the disconnect between farmers and the rest of society. With the age of social media, there's so much information out there and not all of it's right. Like we're farming, I really do think that we're farming in a great country. We're doing a great job. We're following all the rules. There's so much regulation here. I hope that people know the best information about farming is from farmers. Please don't hesitate to ask. Ask me anytime, ask any farmer anytime. We'd love to talk about farming.